the little star who wanted to shine asterisk asterisk. Once upon a time, in a soft and velvety sky, there was a tiny star named Luma. Luma wasn't the brightest star in the sky, nor the biggest. She wasn't even the twinkliest, but she had a special secret. Luma had a heart full of wonder and a soft, glowing light that made her feel peaceful. Luma lived high above the world, where the stars danced in the quiet dark, gliding in gentle circles like sparkling dancers in a nighttime waltz. But Luma felt a little different. Every evening, as the other stars twinkled and shimmered, she would watch them with wide, curious eyes, wondering why she didn't shine quite as brightly as they did. One evening, as the cool wind swirled through the sky, Luma decided to visit the wise moon, who had always been kind to her. The moon, with her gentle smile and soft silver glow, floated peacefully above the world, cradling the night with her quiet light. Luma floated up to the moon, her tiny spark barely flickering. "Dear moon," she said, "why don't I shine as bright as the other stars? I try and try, but my light always feels so small. Will I ever be like them?" The moon looked down at Luma with her warm, knowing eyes. "Oh, little star, you have your own special light. Not all stars need to shine in the same way. Some stars are meant to glow gently, to be the quiet spark that guides the way for others who need peace. Your light is soft, like the sound of a lullaby that helps the world fall asleep." Luma felt a little calmer, but still, a tiny cloud of doubt lingered. "But will anyone ever notice me?" she whispered. The moon chuckled softly, her light shimmering a little brighter. "Oh, my dear, the ones who need your glow will find it, and they will be grateful. Sometimes, the quietest lights are the most comforting. Your light may not shine the brightest, but it is steady, and that is what matters most." Luma thought about this as she gazed out at the world below. She could see children sleeping peacefully in their beds, their dreams fluttering softly around them like delicate butterflies. She could see the trees swaying gently in the breeze, and the quiet hills resting under the warm cover of night. As Luma looked down, she noticed something wonderful. The small, delicate glow from her heart seemed to wrap around the earth in a soft, shimmering blanket, helping to keep the world safe and calm. It wasn't a burst of bright light, but a gentle, steady glow, a light that whispered peace into the night. That night, Luma drifted slowly through the sky, her soft light flickering gently. She could feel her glow, not as something to be compared with others, but as something that was hers alone, special in its own quiet way. As she danced with the other stars, Luma no longer felt small. She felt just right. And she understood that no matter how big or small, every light in the sky had a purpose, even the quietest of them all. With that thought, Luma settled into her place. With that thought, Luma settled into her place in the sky, letting her soft glow blanket the world below, ready to help every dreamer rest easy. And as the night deepened, the little star smiled, knowing that her glow would always be there, calm and constant, to help guide the world to peaceful slumbers. And so, the world slept, safe and sound, under the gentle, steady glow of Luma, the little star who shone not by being the brightest, but by being the most peaceful.
The feather of the quiet breeze. In a quiet, green valley surrounded by tall mountains and sparkling rivers, there lived a little bird named Pip. Pip wasn't like the other birds. While his friends could sing beautiful songs, chirp loudly, and fly high into the blue sky, Pip could only flutter softly and make the faintest of sounds, like the whisper of a leaf falling gently from a tree. Every day, Pip would watch the other birds soar through the air, their songs filling the valley with music, while he stayed behind in the soft shadows of the trees, wondering why he couldn't be like them. One afternoon, as the sun began to dip behind the hills, painting the sky in soft hues of lavender and pink, Pip decided to seek advice from the wise old oak tree. The oak had lived for hundreds of years, and in that time, he had seen every bird, every breeze, and every change in the valley. Pip fluttered up to the oak, his tiny wings flapping softly. "Dear oak," he said, his voice a soft murmur, "why can't I sing like the other birds? Why do my wings only flutter quietly, like the whisper of a breeze? I want to be loud, to soar like they do. Will I ever be able to sing in the way that fills the sky with joy?" The oak tree creaked and groaned, as though it was thinking very deeply. Then, with a deep, wise voice, he replied, "Ah, little Pip, not every bird is meant to sing loudly, nor is every bird meant to fly high. You have a quiet gift, one that is just as special as the songs of others. Your wings may not make a loud sound, but they carry something soft and gentle, something that makes the world feel peaceful." Pip thought for a moment, his tiny feathers rustling in the gentle evening breeze. "But how can my quiet wings help anyone?" he asked, his voice barely above a whisper. The oak chuckled, his branches swaying softly in the wind. "You see, Pip, the wind carries many voices. Some winds are strong and loud, while others are gentle and calm. It is the quiet breeze that helps the flowers close their petals at night, and it is the soft wind that guides the leaves to rest in their sleep. Your wings are like that. You don't need to be loud to be helpful. You bring calm and comfort, like the soft wind that whispers to the world." Pip tilted his head and looked up at the tree, feeling a little warmer inside. The oak smiled and continued, and remember, sometimes the quietest wings bring the greatest peace. That night, as the sky grew darker and the stars began to twinkle softly above, Pip felt something new stir in his heart. He didn't need to be the loudest bird to have a place in the world. His quiet flutter could bring calm to those who needed it. He could bring peace, just like the soft, quiet breeze that brushed the valley at night. As the moon rose high in the sky, Pip fluttered from tree to tree, his wings soft as a feather. His flight was slow and steady, gliding just above the grass where the flowers rested, their petals closed in quiet sleep. He flew over the sparkling river, where the soft ripple of the water created a peaceful melody. Pip didn't try to sing loud songs like the other birds. Instead, he let his wings whisper gently to the world, brushing the leaves, caressing the flowers, and spreading a calm stillness through the valley. Every tree, every stone, and every creature in the valley felt the quiet, soothing touch of his wings, and for the first time, Pip realized that his quiet flutter was just as important as the songs of the louder birds. The night passed peacefully, and as the first light of morning touched the valley, Pip settled into his favorite tree, where he closed his eyes and drifted off to sleep, feeling content and calm. He knew that he didn't have to be loud to make a difference. His quiet wings brought peace, and that was enough. And so, the valley remained peaceful under the soft, quiet wings of Pip, the little bird who brought calm to the world, one gentle flutter at a time. The end.